today.
Two-week stretch of the 2023. Is Howell. And down. On the year.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long.
Well, this defense for the night. Converting on 3rd and 15. Howell throwing on first down here.
Half the league against the pass. He had on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be taken down. Howell out of the shotgun. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down.
Left off with the shutout that they pitched last week.
Answers right now.
Those don't come around all that often in the NFL.
Line. He'll get a nice chunk. Difficult here, 3rd and 5. Hard. It's a third down gain of Purdy completes this one here to McKinnon. Taken down. Good work after. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. We're scoreless after one. Here now, 2nd and 4. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he is going to have a and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he'll be brought down at the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Purdy off the play fake. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Here we go now on 1st and goal. To the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you. Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game, 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Moody for the PAT. Some points, not only getting the interception, but then return. And that'll carry over the back line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for
Powell. And this will be incomplete. Football there, and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Another throw for Howell. Around the 39. Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 18. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. He's got Ayuk once again. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. Got a man. Jennings lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This 2nd and 4. Throwing here, Howell. Complete, it's Dotson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Howell. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on second and long. Howell. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. Muscles him off. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of on the short side of the field. And the Niners ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Second and 1 from the 2. First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short, and with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. The frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often...
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First down, Howell to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Now a handoff to Rodriguez. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need...
And he loses the football a second time. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So after that sequence, if we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at those just... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he loses the football a second time. And it's Washington that's... And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Back to throw, Howell. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They get Pro Bowl tackle Trent Williams for the infraction there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, That's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
2nd down, Howell back to pass. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Again, they go with a fullback Arma. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. They'll go play action. Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. The extra point try now for Moody. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Play action. Now Purdy steps away. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
That's to the pylon and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped helped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown